to Nigeria now. Labour union officials there are calling on the federal government to file a protest with foreign oil companies who they say have let go of 3,000 oil workers. The president of the National Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Igwe Achese, says that the government has 21 days to order multinationals to stop this exercise. The unions are now threatening to go on strike unless the matter is resolved within that 21-day window. Media reports do claim that ExxonMobil, Chevron, Panocean and Saipem are among the firms that have dismissed these near 3,000 workers. But no oil company so far has either confirmed, much less commented on these reports. Nigeria's oil industry is currently struggling with low crude prices and a wave of militant attacks in the oil-producing Niger Delta region. The country currently pumps about 1.9 million barrels of crude a day. That's up from 1 million barrels after the government announced that it would be entering into talks with some of the militants. Right, so let's move on to Lagos now. Deji Badmus is standing by with more data on this particular story. Deji, have we independently confirmed that these oil companies, ExxonMobil, Chevron, Panocean and Saipem, that they have indeed actually fired these 3,000 workers?
Well, Rama, we still do not have any independent confirmation yet as to whether these oil companies have actually sacked 3,000 workers. But what we do know is that these oil companies, some of them have actually sacked oil workers in their, under their employment now, and but none of them have actually come out to confirm the exact number of workers now they have laid off, other than what we've been able to gather from the union. So no independent confirmation and nothing yet coming from the oil companies. But we know that workers have been laid off in the oil sector in Nigeria.
According to the president of the Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas, what has triggered these layoffs?
Well, basically, the union did not give the reason. They didn't give any reason at all as to why they think these companies are laying off workers. But everybody knows that this is a very bad time for oil companies in the country. Militancy in the Niger Delta region, their oil facilities have been blown up almost at will by Niger Delta militants. And these militants have also told them not to carry out repairs, or else those facilities will be bombed again. And we have seen the militants go on to carry out that threat. Not quite long ago, we saw just a couple of days ago, we saw, of course, one of the militant groups blowing up a facility belonging to one of the oil companies here. And of course, that facility had been attacked in the past before, and so the oil company went on to fix it, and the militants came back to destroy. So the militants have made it pretty clear that this oil company should not fix, they shouldn't repair the facilities that have been bombed, and they should not even operate at all. They should wait until the government begins talks now with the militants to resolve the crisis in that region.
Give us, finally, give us a sense of exactly how much power this union does wield. I mean, let's assume that they do follow through on the 21-day strike notice and the militant attacks are not an issue. Can they cripple the country's entire oil sector if they go on strike?
Absolutely, Rama. These guys can cripple the entire, not just the entire oil sector, they can cripple the country, as a matter of fact. Rama, take your mind back to some time ago in this country. This year, when tanker drivers, because these tanker drivers now, the guys who move this oil across the country, they belong to that union known as NUPENG. Now, if these guys decide not to move petrol across this country, it means people will not get petrol supply. So they would not only be crippling the oil sector, they will be crippling the economy of the country. And you know what? What is even making things worse is that these guys, this NUPENG now is being supported by Pengasan, which is the petroleum, a union now of senior staff in the petroleum industry. They've also said they're going to go on strike if the government does not stop what they call the mass sack in the oil industry. So fact is that the unions are very powerful. We all know that each time NUPENG, for instance, sneezes, the country catches cold. And if they decide to go on that strike after the 21-day ultimatum, I tell you, Rama, this economy will be grounded. And I believe the government would not want that to happen.
Indeed, we'll see how this plays out. Thank you for that. That's Deji Badmus, of course, live in Lagos.